everyone, my name is Dr. Valerie Meyer-Spiridolozzi, and I teach Industrial and Systems Engineering here at the University of Rhode Island. The Yukon URI Navy STEM Coalition works with the National Institute for Undersea Vehicle Technology and many of our partners throughout the region who build submarines and support our defense industries. Come take a look at what we're doing.
Hi, young scientists and engineers. My name is Mr. Winard, and we're here at the Advanced 3D Printing Facility at URI. Come on inside. And welcome to the lab. Right here, we have our advanced robotic arm 3D printing setup. It can print a variety of plastic materials in order to make useful specimens and other types of objects for either the Navy or for research groups. So how do we go from this flimsy filament to this very hard structure? What happens is we take this filament and we heat it up to very high temperatures. As the filament flows out of the nozzle, it starts to cool, and that heating and cooling process hardens the filament, and then we can make very nice shapes like this triangular part here. So I hear that you've been studying properties of materials in your science class. So what kind of things have you learned so far? Wow, that's really cool. So here I have a part that's printed with black material, but in my left hand I also have a part that's printed with black material. So in my right hand, this square part was printed using carbon fiber filament mixed with a plastic. So the carbon fiber is very strong and very stiff. And as you can see, this plate does not really want to bend at all. While with this part is printed entirely out of plastic. And so it's a lot more flexible and it's not as strong or rigid as compared to the carbon fiber. So if you had a machine like this, what kind of things could you make in order to benefit your community?
Hello everyone, welcome to the Dynamic Photomechanics Laboratory at URI. My name is Akon. Today I'll be showing you the exciting things we do in the lab. What we do is we break stuff. So all of what I've shown earlier, where they make different materials, here we test the materials by breaking them to understand how to improve the structures. We can talk of how strong they are, how flexible they are. Let me show you some of the materials we study. This here is what we call glass fiber. So it's made in the form of a tube. So maybe like a submarine, for example. You can use glass fiber to make a submarine. It's more flimsy. One thing you notice when you break these materials is they fail in different ways. Glass fiber will just bend. As you can see here, it will just bend like this without any breakage. We have carbon fiber. So if you look at this, it's a little bit stiff. Carbon fiber, which is stronger, will break into little parts with having these splinters. We can use this carbon fiber and glass fiber to make different structures with different shapes. Carbon fiber is very strong and less flexible. Meanwhile, glass fiber is weaker, but is more flexible. That's an interesting observation. We can combine this carbon fiber and glass fiber to make materials which sometimes would have superior strength and flexibility than the individual materials. This structure showed superior properties to carbon fiber or glass fiber. One of the structures which we have underwater is a submarine. This is an example of a submarine-like structure which we make in the lab. In the case of submarine, outside the water is impacting a force on the structure. As this submarine descends underwater, this force increases, and at some point, this structure can collapse on itself. That procedure of collapsing on itself is called implosion. Here is some equipment we use to carry out implosion in the lab. We have a pressure vessel. We put our specimen at the center of the vessel. We close this window and fill it with water. The water just signifies an ocean environment. We use these high-speed cameras over here to observe this tube while it is imploding. This pressurization signifies the submarine descending to the bottom of the ocean and the force on the structure increasing. At some critical depth, which is pressure in our case, this structure implodes. This is an example of an imploded specimen. As you can see, the structure, which was cylindrical in shape, now has a star-like shape. We can make these submarines with different materials. We have talked of carbon fiber, glass fiber, metals, and even plastics, as Tom explained. Which material do you think is more suitable for an underwater structure?
If you're interested in working with materials and testing their properties in the future, you should become a mechanical engineer. Maybe we'll see each other on campus someday. Take care. Bye.